Leo, welcome to my channel. It's time for your monthly read. It's the beginning of September. I don't even know what the date is today. I think it's the 29th of August or something like that. Doesn't really matter. I'm channeling the energy for September, moving into September. What it is that is happening with you, what it is Spirit wants to talk to you about today, what it is you need to know that can be helpful at this time, what is going to usher you into the new energies. Mercury retrograde coming to an end. I'm sure many of you are saying, thank goodness. It's been intense. I have felt it. What we're doing today, Leo, is we're looking at what's happening for you, what messages Spirit wants to bring through for you, what Spirit wants to tell you about where you find yourself right now, what's happening with you in your energy, and any advice that can come through for you, just to support you at this time. And then I'm going to take a look at, I want to see what's happening in money and career for you, anything that comes through there. And then at the end, I want to look at those of you dealing with a love crossing, advice from Spirit, what Spirit wants to talk to you about this person that you're dealing with, that you're in a love crossing with. And at the end, I want to look at new energies coming in for those of you interested in what's happening with those of you maybe dealing with a new person, wanting to manifest something new. Is something new coming into your experience? What is in your energy? What is it that would be great to know? Okay, so that's what we're taking a look at. Okay. If you're new to my channel, I'm Elif and I welcome you to evolve with me. I'm a no tools medium. Born gifted, I channel Spirit. I have Spirit in my ear, so I read the cards and they help me to interpret the messages, but I have Spirit telling me every step of the way, showing me, speaking to me, communicating with me, so that I can see and know what it is that I need to share with you. I don't sugarcoat it because I give it to you the way that I receive it. You are recognized as gods and goddesses of this universe. You are powerful beyond measure. You were born worthy. Freedom is your birthright. You are not here by chance as puny beings that just happen to be a part of existence, and you just have to scrape up whatever little bits you can get and hope that those that are in power see favor in you and offer you some peace. That's not how you're seen by the universe. So you're spoken to like someone that has sovereignty and power in your own experience. So you're not spoken to like a victim, no matter what you're experiencing. And that's how I address you, and that's how I bring you the messages. If it resonates, claim it without a doubt. You got to trust your own guidance system. I am not here to serve as your truth. We all are born gifted. We all have our own guidance system, our own intuition. You know what your story is. You know what your guidance system has been prompting and has been telling you about your situation. I am just going to clarify, confirm, and validate. Okay? So you've got to trust your own guidance system. If it doesn't resonate with you, don't try and make it fit. Leave it for somebody else. It's probably not meant for you. If it resonates, claim it without a doubt. I know that sometimes we have a tendency to question or doubt or second guess when we get some good news. But remember that what resonates in that first 2 seconds, what feels right, yes, that's what I deserve. Yes, that's what I've been asking for. Yes, I'm sort of feeling like it's time for that. Go with that. After that first 2-3 seconds, the ego starts to override, wants to be important and wants to basically take charge of the conversation. You know, like that one friend that always needs to dominate the conversation or make themselves relevant, even if the topic's not really about them. That's the ego. Okay. So, for my returning subscribers, welcome back. It's always good to have you here. I want to thank you for your love and support. You feel me, you give me the energy to show up here. Okay. Thank you for your comments, your interaction, and for letting me know you're there on the other side of the screen, because I'm doing this for you. Okay, we're all in this together. If you're new and you enjoy the energy and the message resonates, then it's an indication that you and I, we're in alignment. We're sort of on the same frequency. We live in the same sort of dimension, and the messages that I'm channeling will probably be for you. Okay, so I would then recommend that you subscribe. Don't forget to like and comment, please, guys. It really helps my channel. It helps visibility, and it makes it possible for other people who will benefit from receiving these messages to have access to them. So comment as many times as something resonates with you. Every time something piques your interest, comment. Even if it's a question, even if it's just a statement, even if it's just an emoji. I really appreciate the kindness and the energy exchange. That's how we keep things flowing and we keep our gates open. Okay, I'm going to begin. All right. The archangels in the north, south, east, and west have their sacred flames burning. I give thanks to my guides and keepers, your guides and keepers, for this beautiful communication on your behalf. You are so incredibly special. You are so loved by the universe that the universe is constantly finding different ways to communicate with you, to make life easier for you, to shine a light, to just show you that you are loved and that you have this incredible companion and friend, non-physical friends and companions, your guides, your keepers, the angel guides. Okay. Leo. Okay, Leo, so the first card I got for you is Let Your Inner Hero Out. I've been getting this card for my Leo collective for over a year, almost 2 years now. Now, I know that you, Leo, you receive your spark of inspiration, then you quickly receive clarity about what it is that you need to do, what it is you're wanting to let in, what is going on with you, and then you sit on the couch and ponder on it for 2 months. And then you remember that spark of inspiration because things get a little bit uncomfortable, and then you take one step to stand up and look out the window, and then you sit back down on the couch for another month. And then you remember that spark of inspiration, and you feel a fire in your belly to get things moving, and then you step up, look out the window, and you open the door, and you step outside and you breathe the fresh air, and then you go back and sit on the couch for another 2 weeks. For you, there is this tendency to sit on your fire and not to take action, and that's for various reasons. It's different for all of you. For some of you, you want to be certain. For some of you, you want to have all the questions answered. For some of you, you want to look at all the possible challenges that might come up and have solutions to each and every one of them before you begin to move. And often you find yourself calibrating to the problems and the potential hindrance that don't even exist. And then a year, 2 years can go by. And that's okay, because you have your own way of doing things. But this can be very, very frustrating for you, because whilst you're doing that, nothing is happening. You're not seeing anything happen in your life, and it just becomes this internal wrestling. And for the people in your life, it is frustrating because it seems as though you're not giving your energy and your attention to what really matters. A lot of it happens, a lot of it's taking place internally for you. And that next step of taking action, you do it gradually and you really take your time with it. And so I understand why this card has come up for you, because the space you've been in and everything you've been experiencing over the past 2 years, and maybe even more, has been about you gradually letting your inner hero out. Because Spirit says you needed to come to a place where you understand that you're not doing it for a relationship, you're not doing it for your kids, you're not doing it for your friends, you're not doing it for that position, you're not doing it for anything outside of yourself. You really want to just do it for you. And that's where Spirit is showing me you are arriving now. I've got the number 1 and 7 here. And together that makes an 8. And I'm just feeling like this dam of abundance has just been filling up, and it's ready to burst. It's the moon in Leo. This is the card I've drawn for you, the moon in Leo. And so this time has been about you doing this inner voyage, traveling to the moon, and the moon is symbolic of your divine feminine, of your emotions, of your deeper self, going inward, doing this inner voyage to this unknown world that you've never really visited, that is really deep inside of yourself. And that's what's been happening here for you. And it has been a slow process, but divine timing. We all have our own time. We all have our own time, and we all get there when we're meant to get there. Okay. So what Spirit says is this is a time right now where you are slowly beginning to see the fruits of your endeavors, your strength, the inner value that you've overlooked because you've been so busy looking outside. And when you've looked inside, there's been criticism, and there's been some shame, and there's been fear, considering yourself maybe not to be good enough, maybe not to have the strength, maybe to be weaker than you've ever been before. And what's happening now is you're able to see that where you are, the fruits that you bear are different to what they were before. And you've associated who you were in the past and the fruits that you bore in the past to be so great, and in comparison to that, what you thought you have now is less than, and you come in to realize that it's actually the other way around. Okay. What else? Miracles of Isis. Miraculous healing of the goddess. You've been healing. You're experiencing miraculous healing. Health being reversed, if it's physical or emotional, and often it goes together. If it's mental and emotional, they go together. You're seeing, you're feeling, you're recognizing there's been a great shift towards well-being. And you can expect a miracle, something that you've struggled with for a long time now, that you've wanted to heal, that you've wanted to improve. You can expect a miracle. Miraculous healing coming in for you, Leo. Okay. Let's see. What else for my Leo? Artemis of the forest. Now you are independent and free. I'm being shown that you are emerging from a dark night of the soul. It's been a long dark night. And initially, obviously, it activated a lot of fears, a lot of your insecurities, a lot of your shadows, a lot of your inner demons, the beasts in the forest, how nature works, your automatic tendency to want to take care of the animals that are vulnerable, to sort of protect them from those who may hunt them, and then learning through that process and that experience that is not your job and it is not your business, that there is value even in that all things in nature have their place. We all have our free will as people, even if this is symbolic of people in your life where you have felt a sense of responsibility, a sense of being burdened by responsibility because you're assuming a burden that is not yours. Perhaps feeling responsible for other people's happiness, perhaps feeling responsible for other people's security and well-being, and even though you've worried and that's taken you on a particular journey, not one that is favorable, not one that led to happiness, they're still fine. They never needed you to be their protector, to control, to govern, to change the system. They just needed your love. But you were so caught up with the burden of being responsible for their happiness, being responsible for how they see you, being responsible for their whatever it is that you've recognized and taken personally. You've found yourself going through these ego deaths whilst you've been on this journey that is very symbolic of the dark forest. And you've met with your medicine and you've learned more about the nature of things. That's an awakening to your inner wisdom, that's an awakening to your medicine, and that's an awakening to your position in people's lives. That has released you from a deep sense of being burdened and overwhelmed and constantly feeling like you're not enough, because obviously if I am trying as a human to play a role in your life of the tree, I am going to fail day after day, because I cannot take your carbon dioxide and convert it into oxygen. You are going to die if I try and do that. That is not my place. That is not my role. And you've really, really grown in your wisdom in terms of the dynamics of the nature of things and relationships. And it's liberating, Leo, because now you are feeling more independent, even in your choices. I think that you've always thought you're independent, but there's a codependence that Spirit is showing me that was very active in the choices, in how you process your day. And this is why you always felt burdened around your relationships, because you didn't allow yourself to be free. You were always too attached to how they might see you or how other people might feel about the choices you make, or about making choices that you think are going to lead to unhappiness for other people, and you know your story. And now you're realizing that none of that was ever really necessary, and that's not how we add value. And you are independent and free finally. So there is, and I'm not surprised then that you have this miraculous healing of the goddess coming in, because this is being in alignment, in harmony with existence, with nature. Because most of the time we're in our ego trying to be of use and of value to other people, and self-abandoning when nobody's asking you to do that, and then feeling the betrayal and the burden and the overwhelm because you're just functioning in a very inorganic, unnatural way in your relationships and in your life. And that's why you cannot feel the fulfillment, you cannot enjoy them, you cannot feel the fullness of what they offer you, because you're not in a place where you are engaging with nature, with relationships, with creation, and how they show up for you from that organic, authentic place. You've learned a lot. And you've shifted from that, and you've gone through a lot of awakening where this is concerned, Leo. And that is why I'm just feeling the sense of harmony and the sense of wisdom and the sense of deeper understanding. And that is why this miraculous healing is coming into place. Where something that you thought you would be burdened for forevermore, because what you've been sick with is a physical manifestation of the resistance of constantly functioning in your relationships and in your co-creative experience with nature, with life, with all of this that is supposed to be for your enjoyment through the ego. From a place of fear, from a place of resistance, from a place of assuming a position that is unnatural. And you're not doing that anymore. And I'm really liking that for you, Leo. So claim it. Claim the healing. It is done. It is done. Okay, what else? What else for my Leo? 10 of Pentacles. The highest level in emotional fulfillment and stability. With this comes financial security. It's this feeling of feeling gifted by the universe, feeling like it's such a gift to be able to have this income and to be able to have this abundance coming into your experience. But it is your birthright, and you're finally at a place where you can let it in. It is part and parcel of the wisdom that you've allowed in. This leads me to the next part of the reading about your career and money. What is it Spirit wants you to know about your career and money? Okay. The work that you do is an act of service. It's a gift to those who you co-create with, and it is directly linked to your purpose, okay, to your fire. I spoke about self-betrayal. So I've got the 7 of Swords here, which speaks of self-betrayal. But the 7 of Swords in this deck, because this is my triple goddess tarot. This is my triple goddess deck, right? And the 7 of Swords in this deck is quite different. I'm just going to... Must I take all of those? Okay. I've got the 7 of Swords. The 7 of Swords in this deck is different. Usually, the 7 of Swords is symbolic of somebody that is that betrays, that is not being honest, that wants to move forward but is not ready to close out what is behind them in order to fully embrace and integrate with what is ahead of them. But in this deck, the triple goddess deck, you see this goddess has, this could be a masculine or a feminine energy. So this is the energy of someone that is integrated, divine feminine and divine masculine coming into one. And you see the color of their hair, gray, wisdom. This is the crone, the energy of the crone. Crone is wise. The crone has gone through those different milestones, those different pinnacles in their life. They have wisdom and a deep understanding of who they are, what it is they bring and what it is they value. Okay? And you'll notice that this crone has the one sword in the hand here. Normally in the Seven of Swords, they've got 3 swords on their chest, 2 swords in the hand, so it's broken heart, trying to make a choice, and 2 swords at the back. That is not happening here. That is not the energy here. This is not somebody that still has unresolved things behind them, that is still attached to the past. This is not somebody whose circus, whose illusions govern their choices and how they see themselves and how they're defined. This is the Ace of Swords, which is a new mindset, a new perspective on life, a new clarity. The 2 swords here is that readiness to know what the right choice is for me. And the 4 swords up on the wall is symbolic of the introspection. I'm not going to communicate anything or act on anything until I have absolute clarity about it, because I can trust my guidance system. I've done the introspection. I'm moving quietly, but I'm moving deliberately. There is intention. I am not fueled by my fears. I am not fueled by what I think other people's expectations are, and I am not fueled or governed by what I want people to see, because that tendency to want to please people and to care how people see you, because other people need to value me and see me so that they can see me as worthy of the opportunity. You're not there anymore. Okay. And then I've got the sun, and the sun's come out sideways here, but the sun is pointing towards the 7, and that is letting me know that this is the sun. This is happily ever after. This is you dancing amongst the flowers, the sun shining upon your face in this beautiful red dress, and the red being symbolic of the root chakra, tribe, security, my sense of stability, my sense of security is rooted within myself. I'm feeling more settled and more secure in my life, in my skin. And there's happiness. It's come out in the side, so it lets me know that you're feeling better, you're feeling more happy, but you still find yourself sometimes talking yourself out of your happiness, because you don't know if you should be happy, because maybe you feel like some things have not yet happened, some things still need to be fixed, or maybe you're hard on yourself about certain choices you've made, but you can accept it. You can allow yourself to be happy. And then I've got the 4 of Wands. Why? Because you are being elevated to a higher level within your career and your finances. There is cause for celebration here. There is an increase and there is cause for celebration. This is you moving to a higher level, you moving up, things elevating for you in your career and financially. Okay. With the Empress. Why? Because you've started to engage with your work and with your relationship with money from your heart space and from your intuition more than you used to in the past from your ego and from your mind. You've started to evaluate and process where you are with your work and with what you offer from a different space, from your intuition, from your heart space. And you've started to take care of yourself. The Empress is someone that understands the value of taking care of themselves, understands that I am the one that fuels all of this. And if I am constantly empty, yet looking at all of these different cups, these different relationships in my life, hoping that something changes there so that I can be more full, it's counterproductive. It just doesn't work that way. And you know this and you understand this, and there is a kindness and more self-care that's come into play. You're feeling protective of your inner child, and perhaps you're feeling protective of your child if you are a parent, where you're realizing that everything that these cups that you have going, that is your legacy that you leave to your child. And if you're not filling them, you're leaving your child very, very vulnerable. So you've decided to take a leap of faith and start doing the processes, the journaling, the meditations, the emotional stuff to start to take care of your soul, even though it might seem like a waste of time, might have seemed like a waste of time to you in the past, because what your mind would say is just take the action. You're wasting time with this, just do the work, just do that, just have the conversation, just make that happen. And you've spent a long time realizing that the action doesn't mean anything, that you got to tend to self. And so you've taken that leap of faith to just trust, to do the workshops, to do the work, to do the meditations, to maybe go to the therapist. What do you have to lose? And as a result, you have the Lovers. You're falling in love with yourself again. You're feeling better in your skin because you chose yourself. And from this, you're finding that you're feeling more value and more love and more connection. It is as if your work and the experiences you're having around work and your money, as if it's loving you more and it's treating you better too. You're taking decisive action, whereas in the past you might have sat on things a little bit longer, and you're honoring your plan. There's a plan, there's a strategy. You allow yourself to gain new perspective. You're just moving from a different place, and you're definitely allowing for things to be more balanced. I think you feel there's more equal give and take. You're definitely spending time with the shadows in the mirror. This is the truth that maybe many people don't see, or that you don't share with many. That the person in the mirror is the one that you struggle with most, and you're working on that. You're being more fair with yourself in terms of the time and the energy and the money that you invest in your personal growth and your healing, and in just being kinder to yourself and taking care of yourself. And that is why you've got this 9 of Pentacles energy here, where this is stability. This is a lifestyle that you've adopted here of just cultivating stability and allowing more stability in terms of allowing more abundance and stability through your work and through your offering. Okay. And that's the 9 of Pentacles. It's this new lifestyle that you have assumed slowly over a long period of time that leads you to this 10 of Pentacles, which means that you are in a better position to offer everyone that you feel deserves it so much more of you, because you are in a stable place emotionally and financially. That is the stability that is coming in for you. Okay, now let's move on for my Leos. Let's look at those of you dealing with a love crossing. So if you're not interested in a love crossing, this is probably not for you. You can either skip forward, skip ahead to where we're looking at what's coming in for you. If you're in happy union with someone, this is not for you. Okay, this is for those of you who have had your heart chakra affected by a connection, and not in a positive way, where there's some heaviness and a feeling of burden in the heart chakra because of how things have been going in this connection, or how they have gone. and you're wondering about it, about this person or about the situation. Okay, so who are you dealing with here in this love crossing? Okay, I've got the Nine of Cups for your person's energy. This is somebody that you consider to be your wish fulfillment. Nine of Cups. 9 Cups being full. This is someone that knows how to take care of themselves, someone that is very heart-based, emotionally mature, somebody that offered you a lot of love, didn't demand too much from you, doesn't take too much from you because they are full. Their 9 cups are full. And this is a person that you feel is an example of what you want. So let's see what's going on here in this love crossing. If this is your wish fulfillment, what is happening? What is it Spirit wants to talk about you, to you about this connection? What's happening here? What is it you want to tell Leo about this connection, about the situation? The Lovers. So this is a very, very deep soul connection, divinely guided. Some you might wonder if this person is your twin flame. Some of you might feel as though this person is your soulmate, but the Lovers is a connection that is very, very deep, deeply connected, mind, body, and soul. But it's a connection that challenges you to choose yourself and to ultimately choose love. To choose yourself and then ultimately choose that person through choosing yourself. It's a kind of relationship that takes you inward. And I feel like this connection is what activated this Artemis in the forest energy that I described earlier on, where you were propelled into the dark forest and oh no, it wasn't that one. It was the heroism card, where you've taken this deep dive inward to getting to know yourself and discover yourself, who you are emotionally. Perhaps in the past you didn't really make time, or you had a tendency to avoid listening to your own emotions and how you feel about it. This connection forced you to go inward there, and you were propelled into the dark forest, and you felt like maybe it's because the relationship is not right for you, but it's what you needed. So it brought up a lot of conflict for you, a lot of discomfort, perhaps feeling overwhelmed, because ultimately true love will always guide you to meeting with yourself. This woman and man is symbolic of your inner masculine and inner feminine. And this is a relationship that demands that you choose yourself, and then from that place, fully embody the relationship. And perhaps that did not happen. Let's see what else comes up. But there's a lot of love here. There's wish fulfillment, 9 of Cups. There's a lot of love, and then there's the 10 of Cups. Why is this a crossing? Ten of Cups. The 9 of Cups is a natural progression to the 10 of Cups. Why is this a crossing? Well, a crossing means that there's some conflict, or perhaps there's separation, perhaps there's distance. I want more on this, because this connection there's nothing but love here. There's wish fulfillment, there's happily ever after, there's the journey of the lovers, which yes is a challenging one. It really breaks you open so that it reveals yourself to you. There's the moon, burnt bridges. It's the shadow side. It's the moon, it's the shadow side that I saw early on that you've been working on a little bit more. When I looked at money with the reflection in the mirror, your shadows, your demons, your fears, something that is that haunts you, caused you to burn bridges here with this beautiful connection. Or maybe it's your person that has that other side, that dark side, unaddressed, unaware of, unconscious about, that you ended up wrestling with. Someone was guarded here. Someone was guarded, holding back because they're afraid that if they give, they'll be left with nothing. Shortage consciousness, feeling like they're not enough. And then someone was given a time out here, needing to gain new perspective, needing a new perspective on life, needing to see things differently. The Magician, wanting to manifest a particular outcome here, but the Magician in a love reading for me is not a good sign. The Magician in a love reading for me is somebody that is trying to create from a place of insecurity, and that can sometimes show up as manipulation. Because the Magician has everything that he or she needs to create, manifest the outcome that he or she wants. But when it comes to a relationship, you see the Magician is very focused on the elements and how to put it together to create the alchemy that he or she wants. When it comes to a relationship, it's not about wanting to manipulate the elements and creating what you want. It's about letting in and surrendering to. It's about being in your heart space. You understand? It's not about juggling and being in control. And the Magician for me is somebody that is too afraid to release control of their emotions, of their vulnerabilities, of everything, and to just trust love. And I feel like that's what's happened here, is that someone did not trust love. Was too afraid and too insecure to release the reins just to love and to trust that love is enough. There's that bloody moon again. And as a result, burnt the house down. Love does not yield to you. She never will. If she finds you worthy, she will allow you to yield to her. Love is the highest vibration. If you cannot trust that, you are not yet in full alignment with what is natural in our universe. You are still trying to navigate authentic spaces through your ego, and you will be pushed out. And I feel like that's what's happened, and that's why you went on this journey into the dark forest, so that you can learn these lessons. I've got the Emperor. It's popped out twice. The Emperor is fire. This is Aries. So your person could be Aries. Doesn't have to be. The Emperor could also be symbolic of you, your energy. The Emperor does not want to release control. And that's what I pick up here with the, the Emperor feels overly responsible for everything, and so wants to hold on to and control all the reins. A flourishing empire is where the Emperor trusts and allows everybody to play their role and trust that they will do it to the best of their ability. But the Emperor very often has all these positions in place to manage all of these different parts of the empire and still does not trust anyone. The Emperor sometimes struggles with being very overwhelmed because the Emperor needs to be in control of everything because the Emperor cannot fully trust. And there's the Ten of Pentacles, feeling overwhelmed and burdened. Back-breaking burden about feeling passionate about things that are irrelevant really. Trying to manage, that's all the reins. Holding on to all of it. You cannot see the world around you when you're controlling, because you're holding on to all the reins, you see. And then there's the Six. The Six of Swords, which is surrender, which is going on a new journey. It was never intentional, but just being at this place where staying where you are is so painful that you just have to surrender to Source and surrender to the universe and allow this wayfinder, to take you across the oceans and the waters, which is symbolic of your emotions, to a better place. And you don't know where that is or what that looks like, but the way you've tried it for so long is not working. And finally you're at this place of being willing to surrender. And this takes you to an opportunity for a new stable beginning. So at the top I've got the overall energy of this connection, which is Nine of Cups, the Lovers, and Ten of Cups. This is what many people pray for and never get to have. This is what everyone wishes for. So this is beautiful. When I look at what's at the heart of it, your feelings, how you've responded to it, I don't think you were ready for this. Maybe you never thought that you would get it. Maybe you were like most people, thinking that when I get this 9 and 10 of Cups with the Lovers, suddenly all my problems are going to be gone, because then love is going to come into my experience. And you've learned a very valuable lesson, because you were still in this place of being guarded, of believing you're not enough, of believing that love is not enough and everything is not enough, and there's such shortage in the world. So you were just you were basically not giving of yourself. And then you were put into this timeout where you went into this hangman position where you were just not moving and not taking any action. Nothing was happening. And then the Magician, where you had everything at your disposal, all of the capabilities to make the most of this, but not surrendering, not being open to it, still trying to control things and micromanage things, which then takes you to the energy of the Emperor, which is stubborn, which is stuck on responsibilities and obligations, feeling burdened, not being able to see the world around you, not being able to see the fruit from the tree. I don't know what that saying is, but something like that's coming up for me, because all you can focus on is the burdens that you're holding on to. If only you let that go. Why hold on to 10 of Wands when you've got 10 of Cups, 9 of Cups, Lovers, and the 10 of Cups? It seems foolish, but we're all a fool at some point. And then we've got the 6 of Swords, which is that this year is what finally then takes you to this, which is good. it's a deep spiritual journey, and it's getting to that point where you have no choice but to surrender, and then finding that surrender, a new opportunity comes through for more stability. I want to know what's going to happen with this new opportunity. What is Leo going to do about this opportunity? What does Leo's person want? What is Leo's person going to do with regards to this opportunity? So the story that I've told you, that I've interpreted, you take it as it resonates. How it fits in terms of your roles, it's going to be different for all of you, okay? What's happening with the Ace of Pentacles? The Two of Wands. Choice. Someone's going to make a choice between staying on the old timeline with the old narrative, or releasing the past, releasing the old mindsets, the old habits, the old tendencies, the things that burden you, and moving forward. This maiden, this is a whole new beginning for you. Looks like she's ready to move forward. She's ready to move into her new life. But she's not doing it yet. So Leo, I don't feel like, if this is your person's energy and they want this new stable opportunity and beginning with you, there's the Queen of Pentacles. This is a stable queen, a queen that has more stability and a sense of stability and home. This is what this person wants. I'm not sure, it doesn't look like they're actually ready to, they know that this is what they want to move forward, but I don't see them actually doing it yet. I see this queen still working on and writing and journaling and working on getting his or her thoughts together. I don't see this person being ready to release the past year, what's happened with you guys in the past, towards taking a new stable opportunity with you here. I feel like this person, I don't think this person trusts or believes that it's possible with you. I don't think they believe that they can be this Queen of Pentacles, which is home, the wife or the husband, home, stable, to have that secure place with you. I think the trust here has been broken. There's the Ace of Cups. You both know that there's a lot of love here. And that won't change. And you both want a new beginning in love. And you both want a new stable beginning. But this person is not ready to release what's happened here in the past, to move towards this. That's how I'm seeing it. I feel like maybe this person is at a place where they have decided that that's just not going to happen for you guys. Based on what they've experienced, this person is still very much in. So I saw the moon where there's this burnt bridge, and you want to go back down that smoky trail, perhaps, to see if this bridge can be mended. Everything that's happened here in the past, the burning of that bridge, this person, that bridge being on fire, has solidified this relationship in this person's mind, and I don't see them at this stage being able to move past that. Okay. What a shame. Right, let's move on. For those of you interested in what's new, what's coming in for you, maybe you're the one that can't move past that and just doesn't see, even though there's a lot of love, just doesn't see this ever going anywhere, or that this is right for you, Leo. So let's see what's coming in for you. Let's see what's new. What is new? Who is the new person coming in towards Leo? What is the new energy coming in towards Leo? Okay. I want another one on that. I've got 9 of Swords energy. Somebody's wondering what their next step should be with you. You've got this person in deep thought. You've got this person lying in bed at night thinking about a connection with you. Two of Cups next to the 9 of Swords. How do I want this new beginning. I want this new love. I want this feeling that I have with Leo. What do I do to get there? I want this new beginning. How do I get there? What should I do with this? Because I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to mess it up. So this is someone that is a very deep thinker. They could be an air sign. Very deep thinker. Someone that really is very introspective. And this person comes into your experience, feels this instant connection with you, and you are all consuming for them. Okay. A picture's forming here for me. Let's see what else. Okay, so I see what happens here. This person that comes into your experience, there's an instant connection. You are instantly drawn to one another. But something happens here, and I think it's because this person keeps something from you. They're not forthcoming with something. Not because they want to be dishonest, but I think because they're still trying to figure out in their minds, is this what I think it is? Am I overthinking it? How do I behave with Leo? Because I feel like this is so much more than a friendship, but I don't want to be delusional. So I'm going to treat it like a friendship, which means that these are not the kinds of things that I share with Leo. You find out about something that is hidden here, a secret of sorts, and it might be, I'm going to clarify what the secret is. And this results in you distancing yourself from this person, and this is why they're in this 9 of Swords energy. How do I fix this? How do I move this forward? And what is the appropriate way that I behave with Leo so that I don't mess this up? And they feel really, really down about it. It weighs heavily on their minds. But then the passion of communication comes in, and I think this is where they decide, I'm just gonna be in my heart space, be honest, express my feelings, tell Leo what the truth, tell Leo how I'm feeling, tell Leo why I wasn't forthcoming about this, and I'm not gonna be afraid. And then whatever happens, happens. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so you find out about something and then you distance yourself. Perhaps you block communication, or you just pull your energy back. What is the secret? What is this thing that Leo finds out about? I think it's a okay. What I'm being shown is where you express or you say something, maybe in a group with friends, about a view on your religion or spirituality or political view, or something that just makes Leo see you as maybe incompatible. The way you think about this thing is not compatible with them, and it's not really who you are. It's a joke made or a comment made in bad taste, and you that might be based on an experience. Leo doesn't know this, but maybe it's the way you talk about men or women, or about a particular thing. You know, there's so many different, perhaps about sexuality, perhaps about that makes you seem like a bigot, or as though you have prejudice. I'm not sure, but it's a perspective here. But there's more to this. Give me more. What else is it? So it's something like you mentioning in conversation that you'll never get married again, and it's because your past experience was really bad. Maybe someone's got a kid here, and maybe you're saying, oh, I don't like kids, and your person has it, and you know, this person has a kid. Or you have a child and this person says something like that. Or maybe them finding out that you have a child and you didn't actually tell them about it. So now they're wondering, what kind of person are you? Because how do you hide this? Like, how is this not the most important person in your life? But you're defensive about what this information that comes out. Forces this person to be vulnerable with you, and they're defensive about it, or Spirit is not clear about how these roles actually play out, and I think it could go either way. Yeah, Leo. This is sort of a deal breaker for you and a deal breaker for them. And then when this person actually tells you about this kid or a brother or a family member, and then you understand why they feel the way they do, or why they make that joke, or what the truth behind it is, and then you guys can move forward. That respect is restored. But I think initially you question this person because it's as if they exaggerate an opinion or a perspective because they're hiding something, and then you find out, oh, that's why. And then you feel like, okay, I don't actually know this person, because what kind of person does that? You pull your energy back, and this could work the other way around as well. But I feel like then this person comes through and has a conversation with you. that then allows this relationship to move forward. The Two of Cups is really good. This is a new opportunity in love and relationship. But I feel like this initial challenge here, it's a very strong, fast connection, and then there's this little bit of a hiccup, is so vital in developing strong connections, because this then sets the tone and the pace for how you will deal with conflict moving forward, who this person really is. But this is a new beginning in love coming in towards you here, and challenging you a little bit, and then how you respond to that challenge and how they respond to that why am I tongue-tied? Challenge sets the tone for whether or not this is what you want moving forward, whether this is the person you want moving forward, and also for you to then realize, oh, I feel this way and this is how I'm responding, which is so unlike me, and I actually like to see myself this way, which means this is good for me. Okay, so that's that. Okay, Leo, so that's your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Please don't forget to comment. Let me know how it all resonates. If you haven't done so yet, please like, subscribe, and share the video. If you'd like to get a personal reading, to get some spiritual teaching and coaching from me, guidance through a specific process or challenge that you're having spiritually, you're welcome to contact me. Details are below. Whatever you choose to do what is best for you. Love and light, and I will chat to you guys next time. Bye now.